Well, it's all about CES 2025. This year's Consumer Electronics Show is shaping up to be a game changer, with AI taking center stage like never before. We're not just talking about smart assistants anymore, we're looking at AI integration across the board, from cutting edge processors to everyday appliances.
Interesting. So, what's the big headline coming out of CES this year?
The spotlight is on Nvidia's CEO, Jensen Huang. He's delivering the opening keynote, and there's a lot of buzz around what he might announce. Word on the street is that NVIDIA's cooking up some new AI processors for PCs, including the rumored GeForce RTX 50 series GPUs.
Oh, wow, that's huge for the gaming community. But I'm guessing there's more to it than just better graphics, right?
Absolutely. The really intriguing part is the possibility of an ARM based CPU. This could be NVIDIA's play to compete directly with tech giants like Qualcomm, AMD, and Intel in the broader computing market. It's a bold move, but given NVIDIA's dominance in AI server processors since the Chat GPT boom in 2022, they've got the chops to pull it off.
That's fascinating. It sounds like Nvidia is really leveraging its AI expertise to expand its market reach. Do you think this could disrupt the current PC processor landscape?
It certainly has the potential to. NVIDIA's been leading the charge in AI server processors, and if they can translate that success to consumer PCs, we could see a significant shift in the market. But it's not just about high end processors. CES is showcasing how AI is being integrated into practically everything.
Everything? That sounds like an exaggeration. What kind of everyday items are we talking about here?
Well, you'd be surprised. We're seeing AI in cars, smartphones, and home appliances. There are even AI powered planters that can optimize your plant care, and spice dispensers that suggest recipes based on what's in your fridge. And don't get me started on the wearables. There's this Bee wristband and Lucy chest pin camera that are essentially AI assistants you can wear.
Hmm, a spice dispenser that knows what's in my fridge? That's either incredibly convenient or slightly creepy. Do you think consumers are ready for this level of AI integration in their daily lives?
That's the $1 million question, isn't it? On one hand, these AI powered devices have the potential to make our lives easier and more efficient. On the other hand, there are valid concerns about privacy and data security. It's a delicate balance, and I think CES is really highlighting the need for responsible AI development.
Speaking of responsible development, are there any other trends at CES that address broader societal issues?
Absolutely. One of the big themes this year is energy transition. With climate change being such a pressing issue, there's a lot of focus on developing more sustainable technologies. We're seeing advancements in renewable energy, electric vehicles, and smart home systems that can optimize energy usage.
That's encouraging to hear. It's easy to get caught up in the flashy AI stuff and forget about the more fundamental challenges we're facing. Are there any specific innovations in this area that caught your eye?
Well, one area that's particularly interesting is the intersection of AI and energy management. For example, there are AI systems being developed that can predict and optimize energy usage in smart cities, potentially leading to significant reductions in carbon emissions. It's a great example of how AI can be used to address real world problems.
That does sound promising. But let's circle back to the consumer side of things. With all these AI powered devices, I can't help but wonder about the potential for a technological divide. Do you think older generations will be able to adapt to all this new technology?
That's a really important point. There is a risk of a technological divide if we're not careful, but many of these AI powered devices are being designed with user friendliness in mind. The goal is to make technology more intuitive and accessible, not more complicated. For instance, voice activated AI assistants could be a game changer for older adults who might struggle with traditional interfaces.
That makes sense. I can see how something like a voice assistant could actually make technology more accessible for some people. Are there any other ways AI is being used to bridge generational gaps?
Absolutely. One area where AI could have a huge impact is in healthcare and independent living for older adults. Imagine AI systems that can detect early signs of cognitive decline, or smart home systems that can help older adults maintain their independence for longer. These technologies have the potential to improve quality of life across all age groups.
Well, when you put it that way, it does sound pretty exciting. But I have to ask, with all this AI integration, are we at risk of becoming too dependent on technology?
Hmm, that's a valid concern, and it's something that ethicists and technologists are grappling with. AI has the potential to solve some of our biggest challenges, but We need to be mindful of issues like privacy, job displacement, and the potential for AI systems to perpetuate biases. It's a double edged sword, really.
Right, well, that's what makes events like CES so important, isn't it? They're not just about showing off cool gadgets. They're about starting conversations about how we want to shape our technological future.
Exactly. And you know what's interesting? This isn't the first time we've been on the cusp of a major technological revolution. Think about the early days of the internet or the introduction of smartphones. At the time, it was hard to imagine how much they would change our lives. I think we're at a similar point with AI.
That's a great comparison. It's easy to forget how revolutionary those technologies seemed at the time. Do you think we'll look back on this period in a similar way?
I think we will. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if we look back on this as the beginning of a new era in human history. The AI revolution has the potential to be as transformative as the Industrial Revolution or the Digital Revolution. But as with any major technological shift, it's going to come with its own set of challenges and growing pains.
Well said. It's clear that we're on the cusp of something big, and AI is leading the charge. It'll be fascinating to see how these innovations play out in the real world.
Absolutely. And you can bet we'll be keeping a close eye on all the developments. For now, though, that's all the time we have. Thanks for tuning in to Gen FM, where we bring you the stories that matter in a world that's changing faster than ever.